Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun! We are continuing and hopefully finishing off Shinjuku today. Shinjuku fly high. Answers, eh? That would be good. I don't think I've ever used Enkidu, but... let us try. Hello! How you doing? In short, no matter how you slice it, this is premeditated murder. There's no deep motive here. The only forces at work are grudges, money, and jealousy. There may be a few tricks, but they're trivial. Still, they're beyond any detective. But now they're failing. I've given up on about half of my calculations, leaving only a slapdash bet where the odds are against us. I swore to myself that this plan I came up with would never let me do that. And yet I did it. And all because I wanted to beat her. Oh? And down goes the Avenger. We may only have to wait for their magical bullet to get here now, but that doesn't mean we can just sit around. So why are you so relaxed? Is the bullet already on its way? It's not coming here, not yet anyway. So now that the Avenger has been defeated, you and I are the only ones who can protect the barrel. How you all doing? I'll do my job not to worry. Luckily this tower is easy to protect, and real tough to attack. I see. But that doesn't mean we can just stay holed up in here doing nothing. I'll go prepare an ambush outside. If it works out, we'll be able to lure them into a pincer attack at the base of the tower and catch them in the crossfire. Sherlock Holmes would see through something like that in an instant. The battlefield's just the kind of place where detective and mastermind logic falls apart. There's no time for cold deduction here. Only chaos and fervor. The chaos of battle leaves no room for calculations, and that kind of fervor rips theory to shreds. I mixed up the plural. The battlefield's where the lowest life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. Thank you! Thank you so much! I am very grateful for all of your support. Alexander H. Thank you so much. Cool. Yeah, Fate Grand Order is pretty fun. It's trickier to get started because there's so much story content, and, you know, this is content that players have spent a very long time, well over a year now, building up to this point. So, you know, there's actually a bit of homework before you dive fully into the story, and that's, you know, to get decent servants to a certain extent. You don't need, like, the best or 5 stars to do it, but get, you know, a team that you like. And then do a lot of the Chaldea, what do they call it? The Chaldea, the training missions, basically, where you fight the, geez, I can't think of the names of any of it all of a sudden. But like the flame embers, the weird hand-looking things, you fight those a bunch, and they drop EXP cards. You get as many of those as you can. Do the missions, which will help you rack up mana prisms, which you can use at the shop every month. And you get to buy, like, summon tickets and other things like that. You can also buy more experience cards and stuff, so you could just totally capitalize on that. If there's ever any event, get in on it. Play the events so much, because That's how you're going to get a lot of materials that you'll need to ascend your servants. And so ascend them as high as you can, get them all to, as max level as you can. And then you can start really busting through the story, because you don't get experience by playing the story. It's one of the things I think is a huge weakness about the game. Summer Artoria? Nice. I got her too. She's wonderful. The battlefields where the lowest of life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. I see. Well, do as you see fit. I won't be of much use when it comes to practical tactics anyway. A seasoned mercenary like you would be far better suited to come up with ideas. Don't worry, I'll make sure they suffer. Get to your positions. Suit up for heavy combat. Use anti-demonic beast gear if you have to. But aren't we only going up against servants? Believe me, I know what they're going up against better than most. Oh, what we are going up against. There we go. I like to say, be pleasantly surprised. As you play the game, you'll eventually get SSRs. Anti-servant gear's not gonna cut it. We'll all be much better off with the anti-demonic beast gear's sheer explosive power. Use the tungsten alloy armor-piercing ammo. It's cursed, so it should be pretty effective against them. Keep up a steady stream of gunfire and pin them down. Yes, sir. Even if you all make it this far, that servant will utterly destroy you. If Jean Alter is like a human carpet bombing, the Altered King of Knights is akin to an artillery cannon. Although, given that she's using that toy to get around, perhaps I should call her a giant, high-speed mobile artillery platform? Sure, that sounds excellent. Ugh, it's always something. Still, it's almost over now. It doesn't matter how bloody things get, as long as everything's consistent. That's what counts. Oh yeah, and we're finally in March. And on March 18th, Fate Extella Link. It's going to be one of the happiest days of my life. Like, no joke. Fucking love Extella. I'm gonna love this. Are you going to do a lore video on Jeanne d'Arc Alter? You know what I could do is a video on Salter and Jalter together, because I don't think I've already told both of their lores. There's not a lot to say about them individually at that point, but for fan service sake, yeah, definitely I could do a lore on them, and I think they probably deserve that at this point. What are SSR? Super, super rare, so it's 5-star servants, basically. The ones that have the gold borders when you roll. They're supposedly only 1% chance of actually pulling them. Yeah, always feel free to ask questions. It took me a lot of time to kind of learn a lot of the stuff that I do, and I'm not, like, in any means perfect either. I'm just persistent. It doesn't matter how bloody things get. As long as everything's consistent, that's what counts. What a fool the Master of Chaldea is to willingly meet her end here after saving the world. Yeah, it is super, it's silly. I heard it was 1%, but, yeah, I don't know, SSR, that's kind of like a term that all these freaking gacha games like to use, so I guess you could blame the whole thing, and if it derived from Japan, it makes all the more sense. She may think she can save this place, but she's wrong. All we can do now is die a miserable death. Well done, Caval II. It was all thanks to you that we were victorious. As a reward, you shall have better dog food than normal. Where do you source your dog food, Artoria? Are you just feeding her, like, him? I don't know. Ground up burgers? Feel free to return to your guard post. Oh, my dog. I'm sorry, are you my Cavall II? You are an adorable corgi. Feel free to return to your guard post at the stronghold. You've earned it. Feels like Cavall II's more important than me. Tiamat lore video? Eventually. Perhaps, yeah. There's certainly a lot of lore to be had on Tiamat, to my knowledge. How astute of you, Master. Indeed, I think of Cavall II as my personal hunting dog, or rather, as a descended form of one. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Momiji. But I'm glad you're able to move past that, or to, yeah, hopefully, get out of that situation. At that point, I would say, if you're not having good relationship, success, one thing I think that people always forget to do that's extremely important is to take time and, work on yourself. Make yourself happy. It's who you are that you bring forth to any relationship, and some people just, seem to, thrive on relationships, and I don't think that's a good way to go about things. Am I going to continue the Fate Grand Order lore videos? Of course I am. It's just that it takes a while. Well, I've got the second one ready, but when you think about it, every time I release one of those, it opens up a whole new batch of servants that I can do lore videos on. And so I'm trying to juggle that. I've actually got the Orleans lore ready to go. Been for quite a while. It'll probably be next week's upload, now that I've gotten Edmund Dantes and Merlin out of the way. They've been kind of begging for that to happen sooner than later. The second archer? I understand. But there's a difference between having a romantic relationship and, just having friends and things like that. Any plans for Moriarty or Holmes lore? Holmes? I want to, but he's not even playable yet. It pisses me off. So a lot of those guys, unless they're severely highly requested, like Salter and Jalter, for instance, I will focus on trying to build myself up. Did I say New Orleans? That would be funny. So she's got her own headcanon for him. Essentially, I consider him one of my loyal knights, and am willing to dub him appropriately. Which means that in my court, he does indeed rank slightly above you. Oof! 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 Allow me to rub your shoulders, Sir Cavall II. He says it is most agreeable. At least, I believe he does. Oh, you've been getting Emiya. Hey, Keyblade! We're back, Miss Sarah, Miss Artoria. Hi! Papa's home. Come here and give me a big kiss on the cheek. Shinette. How could you say that? Fine then. I'll just be over here, quietly scrying to myself. Wait, did I say scrying? I meant crying. Mr. Moriarty, that sort of thing is exactly the problem. Holmes has a beautiful smile, and Moriarty has a beautiful mustache. Getting back on track. We have now defeated the Berserker, the Assassin, and the Avenger. That leaves the Archer of Shinjuku, Evil Moriarty, In the altered version of Emiya, the nameless heroic spirit. Nice. Well, King Hassan is really fucking useful. 200 archer fight? I've also learned that the ladder is standing guard in front of the barrel, along with about 200 or so hornets. Oh, is that what you guys mean? Is that 200? $200? However, I can assure you that time is most definitely not on our side. With the Phantom Spirit... Jesus Christ. Jeff Freeshoots at his disposal, Moriarty can even control meteors. We don't know when a meteor will be loaded and fired, but we do know we can't afford to wait until that happens. Female followers might like the Shinjuku assassin. Yeah, he seems quite handsome. Oh yeah, I forgot. Areshki Girl's technically... She's not even playable yet, even after all this. Ridiculous. I don't know. That's a silly thing. How does he know Emiya's name? Well, hang on. Meteors almost never enter Earth's atmosphere to begin with. I looked it up, and the only meteor that fell to Japan in 1999 was in Kobe. Kobe beef is so fucking good. The only place I ever had it, of course, was at Cheesecake Factory. But still, Kobe beef, fantastic. Kana, I know our neighbors are noisy. It's okay, you're noisy too. It was tiny, barely weighing 136 grams in total, hardly anything approaching an apocalyptic scale. You're quite right, Miss Da Vinci. He stumbled. Don't worry about it, Holmes. Call me whatever you like. However, there's one thing I've come to understand after seeing our Moriarty in action. You mean me? I do. When you use that coffin of yours, you don't actually do much in the way of aiming, do you? I sure don't. I fire and it hits. Yeah, I have not watched Hellsing Ultimate. I'm kind of confused, because I've watched, like, Hellsing. Is Hellsing Ultimate a separate season from that? I'm confident it would work, even if I were facing away from my target entirely. I don't have many memories of firing a gun when I was alive, so I'm surprised it works so well. I imagine it would be much the same whether you were using bullets or missiles. Furthermore, Evil Moriarty likely possesses the same power, only with greater potency, a truly frightening prospect. With such power, he could likely use any meteor visible from Earth in 1999 for his magical bullet. What? Seriously? Even Master's dumbfounded, enough to react like a certain idol. What's more, there was indeed an asteroid observed in 1999. The one called Bennu, a Type B asteroid measuring an average of 500 meters in diameter. It's a remake. Interesting. Alternate timeline and remake. Okay. Is that kind of like Alchemist and Alchemist Brotherhood? And how this just shows that it'll approach Earth a number of times over the next 200 years. I believe this is the asteroid that Evil Moriarty has designated to be his bullet. Is that even possible? Oh, there goes the the crazy Da Vinci stare. Favorite Noble Phantasms animations. That would be fun. I mean, the whole reason phantom spirits can never be servants is because they lack the origin spirit values to ascend to being a heroic spirit. Yes, if one were to evaluate phantom spirits by strength alone, they would be quite unimpressive. In terms of potency, they would even underperform a literary caster. who did nothing but pen stories. Basically Shakespeare. Seriously? I can almost hear a voice saying, "Don't steal my gimmick." I'm quite serious. After all, even if they were to be summoned, they wouldn't possess a body. And because they lack a body, they are unable to do anything. Regardless of how much magical energy you provide them, they have no means of storing it. You could think of them, each of them, as a vase in a hole. Hello! However, this hole is on the side of the vase, not the bottom, so it is able to hold some energy. For an experienced mage, I imagine this would pose no issue at all. All that said, even having said all of that, you're confusing. We servants still have quite the trump card to play, no matter how weak we might be, and that still holds true for phantom spirits. Noble phantasms! Exactly. Where such things are concerned, there is little difference between a phantom spirit and a heroic one. The reason is simple. Noble phantasms are based off of stories, legends, and objects that truly existed. When such things become a noble phantasm, their power might be reduced, or in rare cases, even enhanced. Of course, when a phantom spirit is summoned, the power of their noble phantasm likely decays considerably. Not that a phantom could use one anyway. However, the concept of a noble phantasm remains the same. In short, with enough magical energy, a noble phantasm can form, so by fusing a heroic spirit and phantom spirit, to raise the value of the spirit origin. Even an object in space can be made into a bullet? Not to worry, my dear Da Vinci. This Shinjuku, is the only place where such a thing is possible. he would send Da Vinci's crazy face to friends. That's funny. Ordinarily, fusing phantom and heroic spirits together, or even two phantoms, is nigh impossible. Hey, that's it! That's the key! I remember, we combed through Chaldea's servers to pull up all the details on phantom spirits. You played FGO VR? It worthed for every wrong reason. It was pretty fun, but kind of short. I'm surprised you can still get 2 hours out of that. From the videos I saw, it doesn't seem that long. But just like how heroic spirits can't fuse, neither can phantom spirits. It should be impossible. Or rather, no one would ever think to do so. Who actually went and did such a thing? Huh. I'm afraid the time is not yet right to tell you that. We should avoid speculation. Or rather, to be precise, we should focus on the more immediate problem at hand. As I was just saying, Emir Alter and 200 Hornets are standing guard outside the barrel. Here's a digital snapshot I took. I'll send it to Chaldea so you can fix it up. Does that mean you took it with that shitty phone camera? I just don't want to buy a whole PlayStation VR for the one game. It sucks. How's this? I laid it out in a table view to make it easier. I took my best guess at marking off how many enemies there are there and what weapons they're carrying. They're using mass-produced firearms. So long as we can partially see them, we can manage. Like, if they let me do, Fate Grand Order VR without the actual VR headset and just, give me 2 joysticks to look around, that would be wonderful. I'm curious to see what Fate Extella Link calls Artoria, if they'd use Artoria properly. Because they used to. They sure used to. Oh. They're using mass-produced firearms, So long as we can partially see them, we can manage. It appears to be a bog-standard formation, but an effective one. Looks like they're armed with weapons typically used for taking down large demonic beasts. They're clearly aiming for me, which means that I will be unable to use Curiosur Alter to charge in with and cause a disturbance. She was Artoria in the old Extella. While attacking them straight on may be a safe option, it would also take a lot of time. All we have in the way of fighters are myself and Moriarty. Holmes will be of no help here. My apologies, but I am a humble detective after all. That doesn't seem to be slowing down your rival / mathematician / hunter. And there's another problem. A royal guard should keep their defenses as tight as possible and be prepared to move quickly to cover any gaps that may appear in them. Given who we are up against, it would be all but impossible to sow chaos among their ranks with our numbers. Why did they brighten Emiya's skin? Because they thought his original design looked blackface. And they didn't want to offend anybody. Which is your favorite Jean Alter outfit? Oh, I kind of like her dress. It was really pretty. Well, they weren't annoyed, but we are. Besides, he expects us to charge in. If only there was something we could do that no one else could see coming. Oh, Mashu? What is it, Mash Curiolite? Oh. That "oh" certainly sounds as though you have an idea. Not at all. No ideas here. No siree. Come on, spill it. It's nothing, really. Please don't give it another thought, Senpai. Answer the question, Mashu. If you don't, I'll turn you into mashed Curiolite. Do I have an Instagram? No, I don't really see why I would use an Instagram. I said the same thing to Discord, though, so maybe I just need somebody to explain the appeal and what they'd want me to do with it. Well... Oh, they were annoyed. Well, good. I just happened to remember. Arash. Arash. Do you mean Arash Cumminggear? The hero of the East? What about him? I'm sorry, Senpai. When Artoria mentioned breaking through the formation in a unique way, I couldn't help but remember. I don't believe we know that one. What in the world happened? My, it must be quite a good plan if it can make Master blanch. Tell us more about it, Mashu. Spade 1, all clear. I've completed patrol of Point Alpha, and am returning to base. Club 2, all clear. Nothing up here on the roof. Diamond 4 here. I can just make out the sound of a motorcycle engine. What was the brake bar fight that makes you most annoyed? I haven't found one that, like, really supremely pissed me off yet. Artoria or Kintoki on their motorcycles. That would be fun to see. I can't say that. Invisible Air versus, you know, his noble phantasm. Let me hear it. They're here. Keep your ears open for any other motorcycle sounds. Huh. For a legendary king, I'm disappointed this is the best strategy she could come up with. One-way ticket to hell. Fire! Release the net! Woohoo! Huh. So they resorted to an all-or-nothing gamble. How boring. All hands, keep watching the perimeter. I'll confirm their disappearance myself. Guards, come with me. Would you mind talking to me a bit after the stream? Yeah, I can do that. On Discord? Sure. Penthesilea, she's one I'm saving up for. Anytime when she's coming out. I knew it. That's the King's motorcycle. Let's see how her spirit origin is doing. She's still here. It's a decoy. Remain on the Huh? I'm detecting a servant close by. Is it Saber? Above? Too slow, Archer. I'm surprised to see you and your master drop in like this. How did you do it? If any command spell backup have flown in here, we would have noticed its energy and wiped it out. Indeed, which is why we didn't come here via mana burst or a command spell. We flew here, literally. I like this. Spare me. She's free? Nice! Hell yeah! What's my Discord? You can find it in the description of this video. Alright, that should do it. What do you think, Da Vinci? Looking good. I created the plans according to Mashu's specifications and modified them to fire without Arash's bow and arrow. It was a little tricky constructing it entirely out of materials found in Shinjuku on short notice. But genius that I am, I knew I could do it. Of course. We were the ones who did all the work. You're a math professor, right? How can you have so much trouble cutting a straight piece of iron? Maybe it's because I'm a math professor. At any rate, the Da Vinci modified Moriarty flyer was a complete success. I believe you mean Da Vinci flyer? I have a patent on it, you know. A patent. So this is why the rich get richer. What in the world are they arguing about? Well, no matter. As I explained earlier, Master and Artoria will take this over to... Master? I'm out of here! Forget it, you cannot escape me. We're doing this no matter what, Sarah. Don't worry, I personally guarantee the flyer's safety. Red, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with Artoria protecting you, probably. Caster of Agartha? I don't know who that is just by that name. Worry not, Master. I am your sword and your shield. I shall remove any and all threats in our path. Wait, what? Someone's saying that Penthesilea is not free. So who is correct and who is wrong? I don't know. Now get on. We're going to fly this thing to the moon. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. No! You whine like a cat forced to take a bath. Go on, get closer. Scheherazade, I don't know if I've seen them. Okay, once I pull this lever, whoosh, it'll be off. Got it. Now hurry up and get ready, Master. Okay, you're all good to go. Are you all set, Mr. Holmes? Not really, if I'm being honest. But I'll make do. It's a bit hard being a non-combatant. But not to worry, I promise I'll be there at the appointed time. Who's my favorite LDO? Oh, you can get her free with the SR ticket at the end of the year. Oh. I see, so that's why you said whether or not you're patient or not. Okay. Good. Now let us head to the final battlefield. Maybe I'll roll for her and then use my SR ticket to get a second one. She's the thickest of shot. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yes. Yes. Let me open you in a new tab. Oh, you're showing me the Japan event. You know, I believe you. Wait, so September is when that anniversary comes for us? Is that how it works? Good. Now let us head to the final battlefield. Isn't there any other way? Yahoo! However, that doesn't change the fact that you've dived straight into your enemy's camp. That's true, but once I cut you down, my role will be complete. Yes. But I have the high ground. I am an archer, and you are a saber. Ready your weapons, archer. I won't even ask you for a fair fight. Feel free to use as many as you like. Why, you little... Please get to the fight. I'm getting there. It would be a shame if I skipped the story. You can more so tell the game that. When does Okita get a rerun? Emiya. Okay, so there are 200 freaking Hornets, so I'm probably gonna focus my effort on friggin' Emiya. Jeez, crazy son of a bitch. Oh, Magi Season 2. Yeah. Or I could just look it up. If only Emiya were undead or divine in any way. That would be nifty. Am I going to roll on the CCC event? Probably not. How far you are from me? I'm not sure. I could tell you if you figure out what chapter you're on. Because I guess I'm in 15. That did a reasonable amount of damage. But not as much damage as this. Holy shiznit. Who's my favorite route girl so far? Oh. I have not gotten enough in. I've had a lot of shit going on lately. What with taxes and other such things. My Discord's fun. We post a lot of lewds of FGO, so... Oh shit, what am I doing? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna reboot that. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot he's an archer and it only takes him 3 fucking turns to get his noble phantasm up. That little shit. Again, if they had a back button, that'd be another story. But they don't. They do not. So that's my backup button for now, is to close the app. Alright, what can I do against this guy? Decrease critical rate, remove evade for one enemy. Well, he's not evading, so... Restore HP, remove debuffs. We'll have Scott... Actually, no. We're gonna stun your sorry butt first.
そうなんだえい遅い
This whole time you weren't part of my Discord? It's just a mobile app. That was a cool animation of all that lightning. Shit, you almost killed him before you used your NP, bitches. Wow, he finally... Well, they finally were able to do that. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. And my leash. Really? Is that what I just read? Yay, we broke his sorry butt. And now he's gonna NP somebody. Whoa! That's all we had to do? That's it? I guess we'll have to fight him later, because there's no way that's done. That's silly. That's silly. Alright, well, I had no idea. Was that... Oh, I should have known you would notice. Archer, I see your eyes are as sharp as ever. Captain, we're being attacked by wild Coloraturas. Coloraturas, damn it. So that's what Sherlock Holmes has been up to. My own novel? I would love to make a visual novel. I'm not so interested in writing a standard novel, but I would love to make a visual novel, and I have several ideas. I'm done with him? I have no idea. Jolly good show, Master Daikun. That was cutting it far too close, but it appears it was well worth it. Take that! We reprogrammed all the freaky brains. An H-game VN? Could. I would probably have to, like... Basically, if I were to make a visual novel, I would need a lot of time to do it. So it seems like something I would do like a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe for. And I would need an artist. I would like to contract an artist who's really good to do that stuff. Because I can draw like the character designs, but I can't really make it like visual novel pretty. You were in law class? What, with headphones? Uh-oh, the Coloraturas have started targeting us. Damn it, without Berserker around, there's no one left to control them. What are you waiting for? Take them out! Yes, sir. That sound. Well done, Moriarty. Captain, there's too many for us. What do we do? Get a hold of yourself. Take care of the smoke cloud. And take each one out. Aim for their legs. You should hook me up with your portfolio. I think you just make your own Discord account. I don't think it's Facebook. It could be. I haven't tried. All you guys go into useful classes in school while I went to fucking film school. Heh. That's why I'm stuck there. Captain, behind you! Huh? There's nothing there. Oh, my apologies, sir. I was mistaken. Is that so? Whoa, easy there, Emiya. Not so rough. I may not be as good as some, but every evil mastermind needs at least some facility with disguises. I mean, when I'm talking about doing, like, visual novel art, I would definitely need somebody, like, who does, like, open commissions for stuff like that, and that I'm really impressed by what they have. I don't mean, I don't mean to say that anyone is particularly bad, but I'm looking for, like, a really nice, high tier, like, somebody who's really experienced with it and just is way better an artist than I can be. I guess not. Of course, in my case, I had to resort to help from Holmes, but never mind that. A good live-action movie? Well, the problem is, it's a fucking liberal arts degree. It doesn't teach you how to make good movies. It just tells you to sit there and... I don't mean a real artist. There's no such thing as a real artist versus not, but I want somebody who really blows me away, so you could show me. I need to see your portfolio, that's all I'm asking. Like, if I found somebody who was, like, really good with, like, kind of like an 80s, 90s style anime art, that would be fantastic. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. I think somebody who did a cover for the Game Grumps recently, I think it was them, Game Grumps, had, like, a, you know, a gender swap version of them that was drawn, like, fucking brilliantly. The good Moriarty, huh? You should have stayed put like the trash you are. Or is it actually you? I beg your pardon? Well, never mind that. You want to see the Archer of Shinjuku, huh? Go on, then. He already knew this was coming no matter what I did. Have fun running around the barrel. Very well, I'll go do just that. Nothing like crushing one's own dreams oneself, after all. You have started something you shouldn't have? No, I've had ideas for a very long time to make visual novels. I've got a high-concept fantasy, I've got a high-concept Persona-esque story in more of like a modern day, but with supernatural elements. I've had an idea in my head swimming around kind of something that's similar to the Nasuverse in terms of like magecraft and stuff like that. I've got one that's high-level sci-fi. All of them I have all sorts of ideas for. Some of them I have the entire story worked in my head. Shut up. Hello. Well, I know. That's what I meant. What did you start? You handle this area. I'll go after them. Yes, sir. I mean, it would be an original story no matter what. We can't have any of them escaping. Once I go in, blow up the entryway to seal it. Yes, sir, but what about the tower's internal defenses? I'm discovering this stuff as I go. No one else is going to do us any good in there. Or are you volunteering to be a meat shield? Understood, sir. There's no telling what might happen if you small-timers interfere. You can all die here along with the puppets. Alright, the end of the world is almost here. It's all or nothing now. A guy that has crippling depression? I'm not much of a steampunk guy myself. I'm more like cyberpunk. Cyberpunk I'm down for. Am I like close already? Well, there's 4 battles to this one. Okay, shit. What should I bring along? Lancer would certainly help. Let me assassin again. I'm gonna bring Merlin. I'm gonna bring Merlin, and I'm gonna keep my Skyhawk, and it's gonna be a happy time. It's gonna be a happy time. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. I'm picking up lots of enemies through the tower. Hornets, Coloraturas, and even super chimeras. Wow. Is my friend list full? I don't know. That sort of thing isn't even going to slow us down anymore. On the contrary, if we let our guard down, we could die very easily. Remember the difference in numbers. I know that. Here we go, Master. We're about to climb the tower. I trust you're ready. Ikuzo. Good. Then let's be on our way. Hornets! Why is Mashu not there fighting? Because in the final battle of Solomon, she pretty much almost died. Sure, she did die, and she got resurrected by Kath Balug. And, it's caused trouble. She's kind of unstable, I guess. She also has crippling depression. Really now. Yes, she does have a new form in JP. I don't know the full circumstances. Not yet, but I know it's a thing. How about everybody gets hundreds, because hundreds are a good number. Let's raise some bloody hell. Why did ancient people not have depression? Yeah, I know it's gear, but still, call it a new form. It's more of like that's the game term versus what it really is. Why does she have a mana burst though? I still prefer classic Mashu. Dude, you fucking idiot. Not you. Well, nobody on the stream. The stupid guy who keeps putting on evade. Well, now that everyone's... Yeah. Shit. Hopefully we can crack it. Or you just wasted a turn of mine, you little shit. Guess I can pick up some of those. Again. Stop it! Just stop it now. Why are you doing this to me? He won't take off his stupid run away. There we go. It only... There you go. Where can you get Saber Lily? What do you mean, get her? You'd have to summon her.
およそ私に殺せぬものなどない。魔境深淵の英知。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。行くぞ。任せよ。
You can't summon her? Really? I thought she was in some banners. Was she only exclusive to the pre-orders of the game then? How the fuck else do you get her? How do you find me on Discord? Like I said, you join my Discord. It's like my own server. So go ahead and, like I said, click the link in the description of this video, and it'll take you to the sign up to my Discord. And that whole realm is the Otaku Discord. You know, now that you think of it, I think she was a reward for Saber Wars. You're right. I see, now we can bring archers along. Squirtoria, I summon thee. $12,000 words a day. I'm detecting a servant behind you. It's definitely Emiya Alter. I can tell from its spirit origin pattern. Damn, the archer, I'll hold him off. You two keep going. Hang on, he's not moving at all. What's going on? I'm not totally sure why, but I recommend you keep going straight up the barrel. Well, let's keep going. We certainly don't want to find ourselves surrounded. Here comes the next group of enemies. They seem to have a similar spirit origin to King Lear's. Wait, what? Something like a King Lear here in this narrow tower? Fine, we'll just have to fight them as carefully as we can. Come, Master. Let us see this through. It matters not who we face. Our task remains the same. Hey, I know you. And no, you're not Macbeth. I am Macbeth. Before me none can stand. And yet tomorrow I am doomed to see the way to dusty death. It calls itself Macbeth. It's obviously very confused. Still, he may be the same type as a King Lear. Be careful, Master. He can't be invincible all the time. Good luck. Alrighty. That's cute. You and your guts. Dusty Death. You have to look up, the actual story of whatchamacallit. You have to look up the story of Macbeth. It's one of the quotes that he says.
録音楽しみです。えい行くぞ。
Actually, let's take a look at your guts. What is it? Oh, you only get one? Alright, that's not bad. Discord is way the hell better on your phone anyway. Rama, indeed. Fuck you up, boy. Sorry, Rama. But you're dead.
戦う前に勝つくらいでなければ。
I wouldn't even care if Emi Alter were good. I think he's ugly. I don't like him. We're climbing the tower, baby. Ooh, saber time. Saber. Yeah, why not? Why not? Well, it wasn't exactly weak, but overall rather unimpressive. Between old Mech B and the star-crossed lovers, it sure feels like they're cranking these things out. It may have been difficult to just get Jesus Christ. It may have been difficult to get Macbeth just right, since he actually existed, and could have appeared as a heroic spirit. Lucky for us, that Shakespeare guy is such a hack. Meanwhile, he's like, hey, it's not my fault, they're torturing me. Akuma, Street Fighter Akuma. Or Goki. Goki. Are we just gonna fight a bunch of King Lears? Crazy shit. Mordred, you're so fine. I love me some Mordred. Okay, yeah, no, you are absolutely, positively dead now. Bye-bye!
お供任せてゲー引き返せるか
You YOLO rolled and got a Mordred? Nice. Yes, Mordred is my second favorite servant. I know it's wrong, but I could watch her and Artoria just like make out all day. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. But if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Bye-bye, Lear. Oh. Well, that's not a problem. There is no shortage of fate fantasies. Should I bring the Lancelot? I'm gonna bring Merlin. I'm gonna bring my Merlin. Well, not my Merlin. Is it just me, or was that thing an amalgamation of pure malice? Shakespeare is a rather classic example of a writer in love with his own work. If you want to insult someone like that, you'd better be prepared for him to hate you forever. Incidentally, Hans Christian Andersen is nothing like that. He's not in love with his own work, instead he uses his work to express how he wishes the world was. You can see that in the affection he shows towards Sarah. Shakespeare may think highly of you, but only because he thinks you'll inspire great new stories. I guess that would be NTR, but For some reason, I guess it depends on how Artoria looks at it. I mean, after all, she was already cucked by by Lancelot back in the day. He dearly loves anything out of the ordinary, be it tragedy or comedy. Whereas Anderson helps you, even reluctantly, because you remind him of the ideals he held while writing his stories back when he was alive. He may hate the world, its people, and even himself, but he can't completely give up what love he still has. I mean, I think it would be interesting just for Shiro to meet Mordred in the first place. Even though they may both be looking at Sarah, they see very different things. I see. By the way, Da Vinci. Master and the others are about to fight again, so make sure you back them up right away. Alright, my bad. Stop slacking off. I don't think it counts as NTR because that's like saying you're cheating because you know that your significant other is also cheating. It's kind of weird. Artoria even explains, it's like, you know, Guinevere, she's fine and all, but we never loved each other in that way. What is NTR? Netorare. I draw? A little. Like, if you go to my merch shop, all the stuff that's on there, I drew. Cuckolding, yes. Cheating, basically. Specifically, the strange fascination of the cruelty of cheating on somebody, kind of. Or letting some other person sleep with your woman, or vice versa. I would love to see your drawings. Super chimeras! Oh boy. Oh boy! Oh, does YouTube perform better this way? Interesting. Yeah, Mordred would probably... That would be funny if one of Shiro's bad ends in a Fate Stay Night where he summoned Mordred is for him treating her like a girl too much. That'd be funny. Dude, you killed Merlin, you bastard! You ripe bastard! How dare you? Fuck off. Ku or Diarmid? I like Ku's attitude better. Yeah, I think I like Ku more, the more I know about him.
物理で殴るだけの戦い。
Diarmuid is like the lord of NTR.
これぞ大軍師の究極禁止。破ってみせる。
Never mind, here we are. Say what? I'm confused. Just kill the damn Chimera already.
そうか。やれやれ。遅い。
なんだ。
修行にかまけたばかりにこの始末とは。
Yay! Such a good Doge she was. Doge. Doge. Sorry about that. I guess I got a little carried away. Before, he would have... You know what? Never mind. At any rate, according to your coordinates, you're almost at the top floor. I'm detecting servants there too. Please be careful, Master. Why'd they limit heroic spirits with classes? Imagine they could use all their abilities. True cruelty. So you've come. That must be the evil, Mr. Moriarty. Never mind the formalities. He's evil, remember? Oh right, good point. So this is the monster we've been hearing about. How much difference that I can see? There isn't. Good, bad, it's all equally transient. To be honest, I was surprised to find even I had a good side. Even more so when he openly opposed me. Couldn't have said it better myself. Even I was surprised to discover I exist. As was I, naturally. I couldn't care less. He's a good person. It seems I've made a very good friend indeed. But I've no interest in my good side. So far as I'm concerned, it is merely detritus to be cast aside. Detritus. The only person I'm interested in analyzing is you, Master of Chaldea. You were once trapped here, only for Holmes to rescue you. And yet you reappear here of your own volition. None of this is preordained. All of this is the result of innumerable calculations. We have to do this? Yes, we do. Nothing has changed. My calculations are correct. For 3,000 years I have awaited this moment. Jesus Christ, why do you want to destroy the world so much? It's just such a generic bad guy thing to say. What was I saying? No, that's not right. I haven't been waiting for this at all. I'm just imagining things. Now then, Sarah. Last Master of Chaldea. Thanks to Freeshoot's power, the asteroid is already here. Once I've made it into a bullet, it will be loaded perfectly into this tower. I don't wish to die, but in this single instance, I value the murder of this planet more than my own life. Well, thank you. I consider y'all friends. We're all connected by fate. I can't tell if you're broken or simply mad, but no matter. Once you're dead, this will all be over. Exactly. This is the conclusion of the case of the Shinjuku Phantom Spirit. Try and solve it if you can, Sarah. Need to solo him with Ku? Sorry, I'm not about that. Empty equation. No skills for you, bitch. No skills for you, bitch. What a shame. You're so mean to me.
いいともどうかな柄ではないんだけどね
Thanks for charging my noble phantasm for me, you douche.
Makyo, 深淵の H。およそ私に殺せぬものなどない。
お任せ夢のように片付けよう
行くぞ。
つまらん。
任せよ。
I'd love for Diao-chan to be a servant.
グリボルクオルタラティブ。
罠。
遅い。
If you had to bang one of them? Maybe Nightingale. Maybe Nightingale. It's a tie between Nightingale and Kiyohime. I don't know.
Ah.
つまらん。
そう。遅い。
罠。崩れよ。崩れよ。
Let's hope this works.
お任せ夢のように
Oh, Summer Tamamo? Because you can kick him in the nuts? Is that what it was that about? That's pretty funny, though.
お望
そう
みのままに
任せよ。
どうかな
ほら。
これが終局の風景。
Dude, your Noble Phantasm is pretty fucking cool. Gotta say. Too bad it doesn't work. Jesus Christ, chill out. You rocket launching motherfucker.
王の話をするいいともん星の宇宙に物見の無手楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者の向こうにガーデン・オブ・アバロンどうかな柄ではないんだけどね
これを行け。
Oh, he has ignore invincibility.
Ah, そうか。Ah.
Berserker Jalter, meaning her swimsuit one?
力を示せこのスカサハに
やろ行け 物理で殴るだけが戦いじゃ
ああそうか
これぞ大軍師の究極人士破ってみせるがこれをやるこれが終局の風景だ
Okay, so I thought I lowered your MP. What the fuck happened to that? I don't get it. Fine. Die, Waver. Just die like the sad sap you are. Ay, ay, ay. If Jack were of age, I would screw her in a heartbeat. How about that? Or even if she looked like she was of age. Which there are drawings that depict her as such. You fucking jerk. I can't believe he did that.
王の話をするとしよう。星の宇宙に物見の手楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の無糖になるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Say extra? Maybe?
これが終局の風景だ。残念なね。
Alright, well then I just have bad luck at it. He did it again! You fucking dick. You're right, he does get an extra charge. What a pain in the ass. The ass. Who's Freyschutz or whatever? Altera Lily. This is wonderful. Ha, you think you can stop me? I am the Apple King! Who, I wonder, am I going to fight? I wonder who it could be. I have no clue. But when in doubt, Merlin it up and bring your best bust babe. Alrighty. So if I chose completely wrong, it's not my fault. Use me. Do you have a Merlin with 2030 on? Oh, there are still demon pillars? Bring a berserker. I like to do things my way, even if it's stupid. We'll see. So, I've lost. Would you try the FGO arcade game? I kinda did. My brother was able to play it in Japan and record footage of it for me, so there is a video on that. So you have. Evil Moriarty's disappearance confirmed. You did it, Master. We did it! We did it! Indeed, I dare say. We pulled it off perfectly. No, it's not over yet. Yet? What do you mean, yet? There's no Holy Grail here, which means that power must have come from elsewhere. I'm picking up a new spirit origin. According to this pattern, it appears to be... No. No, it can't be. It's not possible. No matter what else happens, this should not... this should absolutely be impossible. Whoa, look at you. Creepy. I remember everything now. So you're here, Sarah, loathsome master of Chaldea. Getia? No, it's not Getia. That's a demon god pillar. It may appear to be human, but there's no mistaking. It's a spirit origin pattern. Or it's spirit origin. I thought all those had been destroyed. We were indeed destroyed. Our entire species was wiped out. We had no way to revive, to return, to be restored. Our eternity was lost. A plan 3,000 years in the making was devastated, yet here I am, revealing myself in this ugly form. You say that, but were you any prettier before? All for the sole purpose of killing you. So, the last dregs of a forgotten race. Pathetic. And you say you're here to kill Sarah? You have no right to blame her for... I know that! You're exactly right. This bitter pain in my chest, this fire that sears my flesh. I know just where it comes from. It's not because our 3,000-year plan was ruined, nor because heroic spirits prevented the incineration. It's not even thanks to that detestable Solomon returning his ring to the heavens. It's because of the Taco Bell I had last night. No, there is something else behind all of that. One person responsible for how things turned out. You, Sarah. Me? But I'm so pretty. I admit it. I have no right to blame you for this. There's no justification for taking my anger out on you. No, there is only hatred. Hatred. Hatred, hatred, hatred! I can feel anything but hatred. Or I can't feel anything but hatred. Hatred for you, Sarah. Why did you come here? How did you arrive on this planet, in this time, at this place? If you were a hero who had surpassed the bounds of humanity, I would be convinced. If you were a demon king who ate humans, I could accept it. But you're nothing more than a common, ordinary woman! And even then, you still destroyed everything. I was only able to endure the humiliation of running away, so that I would be able to kill you. I'm not killing you in order to destroy the world. I'm destroying the world in order to kill you. Look at my tentacle complexion. See how slimy I am? Check out the light shimmering off of my tip. A murder plot? That's what you've been planning all along, these 3,000 years, ever since escaping the Temple of Time? This is the humanity distortion Lord Babbage arrived at, the foreign entity at the edge of the incineration of humanity. Foreign entity? Lord Babbage was summoned as a heroic spirit to serve a demon god pillar, which is how he was able to obtain all the relevant numbers. The next step, naturally, is to use their numbers in a calculation. Any mathematician would do the same. Specifically, he calculated a future that assumed the incineration of humanity took place, rather than calculating a way to try and prevent the incineration. That's when he made his discovery. He learned that the Mage King would destroy the post-2018 future, even without the incineration. Right you are, Detective of Baker Street. Over the course of 3,000 years, I have gained the ability to fuse phantom spirits and heroic spirits. Innumerable cast-offs forgotten by history, devoid of faith. And yet they possess untold value. Urban legends, fairy tales, extinct beasts. It was exactly what I couldn't understand before and what I need now. A passion for punishment, a vow for vengeance. They are what fuel my existence. I am Demon God Bael. Now let me ask you, Bael, how deeply was Moriarty involved in this? There was no need for me to answer that. You already have your answer. I was involved in every part, Holmes. Oh, snap. Oh, he's not the good boy. He's not the good boy. What? What the? Moriarty, you're... Now I see. It can't be, but it is. Backwards. It was all backwards. I can't believe you would go that far, that you would risk everything in this way. So you even threw away certainty in your pursuit of victory. I reached you, Holmes. It was almost too easy for me. But this time I win. This time there can be no doubt. So this is what it is to lose. Loath as I am to admit it, Moriarty, victory is indeed yours. I am so sorry, Miss Sarah. I made a grave mistake in my deductions. Huh? No way. Artoria, kill me at once. There may still be hope for... Nice try, my sworn enemy, but your companions are ill-equipped to follow your line of reasoning. Farewell, Holmes. The greatest detective of all time, one who shared my perspective but never my position. With your power, I will achieve true victory. Mr. Holmes' spirit origin is... not disappearing? Indeed it isn't. I can still sense his servant aura, but for Moriarty... Dun dun dun! So, how do you like my butterflies? Of course I didn't kill him, I absorbed him. That was how it needed to be done. Moriarty, I trusted you. How good to meet you, everyone. My name is James Moriarty. I am the one who shall destroy this planet. When was it? When did you first betray us? When? Why, just a moment ago. It feels as though my long, long calculation has finally come to an end. Wait, just a moment ago? You only decided to betray us then? I don't get it. You're not making any sense at all. I mean, if we were losing, I can see the logic in betraying us as a way to escape. But we were winning. We were even strong enough to defeat Bael, I'm sure of it. There was no reason for you to betray us. Would you mind, Bael? You're wasting your time, but we, League of Phantom Fiends, members are nothing if not equal. If you wish to do so, I will wait. Very well, I suppose you do at least have a right to know what is happening. And I have an obligation to answer, so I'll answer all your questions, starting at the very beginning. After all, with Holmes gone, I'm now the only one who can. Huh? Have you noticed it, Sarah? There's something fundamentally off about this Shinjuku, isn't there? It's like we're inside a story. Exactly. This Shinjuku has been cut off from the outside world and has no connection to humanity. As a result, it has become a fictional city. It's all but impossible to fuse a phantom spirit and a heroic spirit, or even two phantom spirits anywhere but here. And it is here that Bile and I formed an alliance in order to pursue our separate goals. Bile's goal was to kill you, Sarah, and mine was to surpass Holmes. We banded together despite our differences in order to accomplish our otherwise impossible goals. That is the League of Phantom Fiends, one formed between demon god and human. You wanted to surpass Holmes, not kill him? Sarah, have you ever played 21, where you count up in ones and whoever says 21 first loses? Each player can only say a maximum of 3 numbers in their turn. 2, 3, 4, or then 10, 11, 12, for example, if you had your choice. Would you want to go first or second? First? And with that, you just sealed your loss. Well, fuck you, Moriarty. To get your opponent to say 21, you need to end your turn on a multiple of 4. You can't end on a multiple of 4 if you go first. And in our games, I always went first, while Holmes always went second. It's how our world was designed. Good would always triumph over evil. As long as I was Moriarty, I would never be able to win against Holmes. Even summoned into these forms, these laws still restrain us. If I might employ a metaphor you might find helpful, it is like the counterforce that appears when the world is in danger. Killing him failed to help me win, nor could I outsmart him, so I thought as hard as I could. It's not as though Holmes never makes any mistakes. One needs only consider Irene Adler, the woman who once outfoxed him for that. But whenever he faces me, he always gives it his all. It's quite vexing. Thus, there was always one way to beat him. There was only one way to beat him. I would have to join his side. Is that so? Then you had betrayed us from the beginning. It is infuriating to think we were so foolish as to not see it sooner. Not at all. There was no way you could have seen it, after all. You reset yourself? Well done, Master. You really are a sharp one. Moriarty. Right, sorry, yes, you're exactly correct. I reset myself to 0, I removed my memories and evil nature, created a good side, and was reborn. And not only me, I also removed Bile's memories. He believed himself to be evil Moriarty and acted accordingly, and I did the same as good Moriarty. Right up to the moment evil Moriarty had disappeared just now. He only thought he was Moriarty and behaved as such. If he hadn't, we would never have been able to defeat Holmes or you. No way. Am I wrong? It would have been impossible to evade Holmes's observant eye. So I joined your group and fought with all my strength and conviction at your side. That is the indisputable truth, were it not, Master? You need not feel bad at failing to see through me. Aw, thanks, jerk. I'm glad to have seen you haven't lost your spirit. So you've finally shown yourself, Bile. Huh? Ah, you. Is this what you were after all along? Emiya? It's not easy being a mercenary, altered or not, distasteful or not. A job's still a job. Once I was summoned, my only true ally was myself. The only others around me were the Wolf King, Yan Xing, and the Phantom and Christine. I was hired to defeat the Demon God Pillar. Nothing else matters. Besides, this world had already been cut off. People dying here wouldn't get in the way of my job. So basically, one of the demon god pillars ran away like a pansy during the final battle and survived to go and mess around with Moriarty. It's weird. Besides, this world has already been cut off. People dying here wouldn't get in the way of my job. I didn't care if I fought for evil or good. My only goal was to ensure the balance was maintained. In which case, it made more sense to side with the winning team. Sensible, don't you think? I can't say I agree with that way of thinking, but it does seem you're not our enemy. I see. I knew the answer was simple. I wasn't sure why you joined us, but I did know you meant to kill me. Same here. I could tell you planned to use me and dispose of me. But I guessed that you wouldn't make your move until things had reached this point. Seems I was right. Now then, Master of Chaldea. Those guys are my enemy, and I think they're yours too. In short, this may be the best chance we ever get. I have no way to help you all escape, and you don't have any reason to fight me. Want to team up? Okay. Don't look at me like that. Some altered servants are just like this. We're not so bad, you and I. If you want to save the world, you better get used to it. Are you going to fight, Moriarty? I'm tempted to say it's pointless to ask, but I suppose it isn't. Your revenge is now complete. This is as far as my obligation goes. Let's begin, Bael. Indeed. I am Bael, the demon god pillar. My whole life has led to this moment. Soon I shall have my revenge for the humiliation I've suffered. A demon god pillar is preparing to attack. Your orders, Master. Indeed, come at me then. Kakate koi. Great. Well, I fucked up on my party then. That's tricky. I think I'm gonna back out and switch to my beloved Skahak because I chose the exact opposite class than I should have. Now the question is, which one should I fight first? I'm using your Merlin right now. You're Ryan, right? But if the pillar charges my noble phantasm, maybe I should keep him around. Wow, he broke him instantly? Oh shit. Did he take away all my critical stars? What a dick. What a dick. What a dick.
ああ、そうか。ほら！力を示せ。のスカサハに。
そうする。復讐の火種だ。
What a right dick you are.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
任せ。ああ。
ふん。
遅い。
Moriarty is already gone, so we're good. Good, okay.
Yukuzo.
王の話をするとしよう。
差し湯がち、突き湯がち。リボルクオールカラティブ。
You're disappointed that's the only one.
星の宇宙に物見の無手楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るなりガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
I would like Maya Sakamoto to do a hentai for me. That would be nice. See ya. Hello, Kevin.
それ。
ほら！
そうする。
魔境深淵の H。 そう、ああ、そうか。力を示せ。のスカサハに。
3000年のシーク、今こそ報いよ。そうする。復讐の火種だ。
Waver almost survived.
ここまでか。あとを頼む。
That's why I've still got Merlin. Merlin is good Civ.
魔境深淵の H。 およそ私に殺せぬものなどない。
Wait, oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. For some reason I thought I had a Noble Phantasm, but I guess not. No, damn it. Fuck me. Oh
ああ、
well.
そうか。
苦悶せよ。そうする。応報する。
行くぞ。ああ、そうか。
Are you getting robotics notes, Dash? Never heard of that. Is that like Steins Gate Elite?
遅い。力を示せ。ゾスカサハニ。ああ、吐き。あいつやれやれ。直視。俺の前に立つんじゃない。そこだ。浮世は終わりだぜ。先に行って。
Yeah, we broke him.
Oh, 王の話をするとしよ
う。やれやれ。
いいとも。星の宇宙に物見の歌、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の見通りにいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。どうか
Oof. Ugh. Ow. It's getting tough. But if I have to use, you know what? If I have to use my command spells, whatever. I'll do it.
これですね。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
ではこれを。行くぞ。任せよ。差しうがち、突きうがち。グリボルクオルタルティム。
それ。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
There's one more fight? Damn it. Well, let's see how I can pull this off. Hopefully I won't need to do that.
いいとも。
そうか。
それ。
Power of Buster Crits! That was wonderful. That was fucking brilliant. I love Buster Crits. Buster Crits are wonderful, and I did not know it was a freaking Avenger, of course. Did not know there was another fight ahead of me. Strange. I knew it. I knew I'd be destroyed. But I still have my revenge. Thanks for sticking with me all this way, Moriarty. Our long alliance is now dissolved. Agreed. Goodbye, Bio, my comrade in arms who willingly gave all he had to do what we both knew was a foolish pursuit. You agreed to have your memories removed and bore the humiliation of becoming human, all for revenge. Farewell, demon god. Then we are birds of a feather, Moriarty. Sarah, sadly, I was unable to kill you. You were stronger than we were. I am humiliated, disgraced, shamed, furious, in fact. Nevertheless, your fate is sealed. What? Say what? Oh my god. So, it's over. As it is for you, Moriarty. That, my dear, is where you are mistaken. You and this planet are finished. What? There's a meteor in the sky above Shinjuku. This composition, it's Bennu. But Shiba has been constantly monitoring the sky there. It's like you've moved to an entirely new area. Weird.
少し和
Weird,
らぎました
man.
が、何事も小さな備蓄から始まるもの。
Who the fuck is this guest servant? I'm still gonna use frickin' Merlin. This world is filled with stories, large and small. King Lear and Macbeth go without saying, of course. There's also the gangster from China, the Wolf King, the Headless Horseman. Sherlock Holmes and I were part of one such story too, but none of them truly matter. What matters right now is another story. Der Frischütz, the marksman, could hit any target he wished with 6 out of 7 bullets. By the 7th, controlled by the devil, shot someone precious to him and he fell into despair. Do you understand? In this story, the 7th bullet possesses powers on par with the Grim Reaper. At the same time, the devil must fire the 7th bullet. He has no choice in the matter. Does that mean this meteor is the 7th bullet? And it activated the moment we tried to kill you? So that's why you moved it closer. So the moment Moriarty's death was confirmed, the meteor would prepare itself to be fired. But if that were the case, the 7th bullet shouldn't go where Moriarty wants. It's controlled by the devil, right? We have no way of knowing what will hit it, or what it will hit. Mashu? No way, I can't believe it. That's why you did it, Professor? No, how could you? I see you share Holmes' gift for deduction, Mashu. Indeed, there's nothing and no one I hold precious. So I agonized over this. I had nothing I cared for, even to turn a meteor into one of the bullets. Holmes deduced that I used the Holy Grail in order to strengthen the bullets. But he was wrong. It was the first time that he had ever been wrong in his deductions about me. For my part, that was practically a gamble. Furthermore, the odds were very much against me. As such, I had to tell Baal everything. On top of that, I also needed him to lose his memory. This is because he had to see me as a good Moriarty and genuinely try to dispose of me. He agreed to my plan, knowing that it had an extremely low chance of success. He said it was the only way we'd be able to kill Sarah. You don't mean. I do. I don't understand what's going on, Mashu. Moriarty lost his memory, found a good side of himself, and fought alongside Master. We know that much is true, but if you look at it another way, it also means that he now has someone left he would risk his life to protect, someone precious to him. That's why the bullet is heading towards you, because that's where the person he cares about is. Then, even bringing Master here was all part of your plan? Exactly. The sheer humanity you all have showed me is remarkable. It reveals true goodness inside you. But while this makes you strong against evil, it also makes you weak against other good people. Fight fire with fire, evil with evil, and good with good. In order to triumph against good, I became truly good myself. Miscreant! Indeed I am. A devil, a miscreant, the Napoleon of crime. That is who James Moriarty is. Now then, we have about 5 minutes until the bullet is loaded into the tower. My calculations cannot be foiled, not as long as Sherlock Holmes is out of commission. And he is now serving as my own source of power. Holmes! Hey. Master. Archer, take up your weapons. You're going to help us, whether you want to or not. What, you planning for us to smash the meteor with our swords? It's not just a meteor, it's a magical bullet. Our odds are all but nil, and I'm not obligated to help. But sure, why not? I achieved my goal. It doesn't matter to me when I die. Master, we'll do our best to intercept the meteor. Don't worry, Moriarty won't harm you. Of course not, I would never do something so foolish after making it this far. Huh? Stay here, Master. And remember, you have done nothing wrong. Of that you can be certain. No need to console you, huh? I'll do my best. But knowing when to give up is important too, yeah? If you can still glare at me like that, you can at least last a little longer. Most people in your position would have accepted their fate. No wonder you people managed to save the world. Hey, what do you mean, you people? You're a real piece of work. What about a forced ray shift? It's no good. Now that the 7th bullet has been confirmed, the causality has been reinforced. Shinjuku won't let Master Sarah jump to another time. Don't give up yet. Try everything you possibly can. Yes, ma'am. Master. You're awfully quiet for someone usually so talkative. I've already explained everything I need to. There's nothing left to say. I see. Well, congratulations, Moriarty. You sacrificed everything and finally managed to beat Sherlock Holmes. I suppose so. To be honest, in less than 5 minutes, we'll have lost. So this may not be the best time to ask, but I just can't bring myself to ask Master Sarah about it. I'll tell you. What's this now? Do you regret this? I have no right to answer that. What about you? Do you have any regrets? Not a single one. Your obstinacy is remarkable. Huh? What? Yes. Say what? What is it, Master? I felt a breeze. What? Who are you? Ha ha ha! Regret? To think the Napoleon of crime would have any regrets. You truly have fallen low, haven't you, Professor? And yet this young lady doesn't regret anything. That's my accomplice for you. I know that laugh. Ha 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 ha! You recover quick, don't you? A new servant? Analyzing spirit origin. No way, it's the same servant dressed in black we met back in the Temple of Time. That's right. I'm the Count of Monte Cristo. Good to see you again, my accomplice. You seem down. You must have taken one hell of a beating. But not to worry, I'm here now. And I'll accompany you all the way down to hell if that's where our path leads. Well, well, so you were alive too. Lovely. You don't seem happy to see me. The old Moriarty was way more expressive than you. I knew I should have roasted your ass when I had the chance, old man. Alter! Hey, why would you call me that of all things? Jean, you're alive, thank goodness. Yep, sure am. I cut it real close, but at the last moment, you know. I'm afraid I don't actually know. That's right, Holmes told you, to watch your feet, if I recall. Indeed he did, and thanks to that very advice, she ended up diving straight into a manhole. Wonderful form, too. Hey, I made damn sure to sterilize myself after. What are you looking at me like that for? If you've got something to say, spit it out. Oh. What? You want me to rub your shoulders or something? How about I just freaking burn you alive instead? But that can wait a minute. Hey, Master, I brought backup. Backup? Well, I saved some chump anyway. He's not going to be much help, but he did say he had something to give you. In fact, I was originally summoned to protect him, and to work with him to save someone else. I've finally been rescued, Master. I'd love to express this joy in a sonnet, but that will have to wait. For the moment, William Shakespeare is back and fully recovered. You're really not going to be of much help. Ouch! You cut me to the quick. And here's the second unhelpful reinforcement. Some Shinjuku trip this turned out to be. Here I was looking forward to visiting Kabukicho, only to find it in flames with strange dolls dancing as if possessed. What in the world were those? All I wanted was to see you overdressed people with pitch-black desires. Well, if nothing else, I learned that moving mannequins are truly the stuff of nightmares. Anyway, with no other choice, I holed up in an abandoned house, waiting for just this moment. Well now, I certainly didn't account for you two in my calculations, especially you, Anderson. You're telling me, but what a certain dumbass asked me for help, I just couldn't say no. By the way, I also have something for you. For me? For you! Sir Moriarty, I take it that Sherlock Holmes is no longer present in Shinjuku. Seeing as you absorbed him. Right you are. As long as Holmes's power is also yours, your power as an evil professor will never decline. After all, ordinarily, Holmes always beats you, but now he's your ally. Right now, Professor, I imagine you must feel as though there's nothing you can't do. Unstoppable, in other words, and it makes sense. If the story ensures that the protagonist wins, what better way to win than to become the protagonist? Stop right there, Shakespeare. What are you planning? History's greatest detective may have let down his guard for a moment, and allowed you to absorb him. But remember this well, villain. He blazed a path to a world in which thousands of skilled detectives followed in his wake. Naturally, they too are phantom spirits. In a Holy Grail war, they wouldn't be worth summoning. However, seriously, thanks to that we had to resort to a derivative work. It's nice that we didn't have to come up with any backstories, but the restrictions were a real pain. This is starting to sound like recreators. Still, the client requested it, so I didn't have a choice. These scribbles may not be much, but they should more than suffice for summoning. And with that, it's time for a hastily written, slightly hackneyed turnabout story. Now let me introduce you to everyone. This is the derivative work we spun up. They may not compare to the original, but at this point in time, they shine brighter than any heroic spirit. Marken Manus Lebens, a story just for you. It's not often I get to use this noble phantasm in this way. First folio! What the fuck? What's going on? Mashu, do you have any idea? I may be a genius, but even I don't have the foggiest at the moment. Servants are being No, that's not it. Their spirit origin values are too low. These are shadow servants? And there's so many. Their noble phantasms have summoned 100, no, 200 of these things. Who are you all? The fuck? We are phantom spirits, Master of Chaldea. That is why we appear to be ghosts. The others are unable to even do that much, and we are merely drifting around us. Are merely drifting around us. You're... no way. Thankfully, we won't be fighting directly. We'll just be helping out Master a little bit. Part of me would like to argue in Moriarty's defense, but not when the planet's doom is near. That's just like you, isn't it? The last one is a perfect betrayal. Now, where did that Belgian get off to? I have a message for him. He says he already surpasses Holmes, so he won't be sticking his nose in. That said, he also said he will help us. One of these shadows must be him. I see that detective's still too proud for his own good. Was it his gray brain cells? Brain cells are supposed to be pink. If they're gray, it means you're dead. Never mind that, exactly what we should do at this point. We've practically already lost. The numbers don't lie. 2 and 2 will always be 4 no matter what. This has been longer than 5 minutes. Not at all. We've only just begun to fight. Mr. Holmes has left something important behind. That thing we always forget. Of course, it's not my usual style, but oh well. I can't say I care for that. I mean, did Holmes himself ever try it out? Don't worry, it's Master who'll be doing it. Otherwise, she can't hope to defeat Moriarty. Wait, what? No need to fret. We are offering you our power. All you have to do is accept it. From there, you will attack Moriarty. Nothing all that mysterious about it. In fact, it's quite specific. Or scientific. Wait, I think I can guess your true names. But Master can't attack anyone. You're exactly right, young lady, and we too are incapable of attacking anyone physically. Even if we were heroic spirits or Even if we were heroic or phantom spirits, it's just not in our nature. Our claim to fame is solving riddles, after all. Indeed. As if a bunch of forgotten old men like us could take part in combat. That's why you'll attack in any way that only we can. Oh, you'll attack in a way that only we can. That's why we were summoned. Okay, Sarah. We will now lend you our power, and not just us. Thanks to the great writers Shakespeare and Anderson, there are countless detectives here with us. Some of us may have forms and many may not, but we are all here nonetheless. And not only from Great Britain, many of us have come from countries around the world as well. All of us have gotten up off our behinds together to help you. Someone who would risk their own life to save a planet that is already outside the bounds of history. Now, all power is yours! Phantom Spirit Detectives! Phantom Spirits, Detectives in Disguise! That's the scoop, Moriarty. Now, go pick up your weapon. You're not really happy about this either, right? So go out with a bang. It'll take a bit of the sting out. Ha ha ha! So this is your last resort, assembling a multitude of half-baked fictional detectives? Who do you think I am? I'm James Moriarty, the only detective who could ever hold a candle to me is Sherlock Holmes. Very well then, I don't know, nor do I care to know, what you're up to, but I'll fight you to the last. If you've got detectives on your side, then I shall draw on the forces of evil to bolster my own power. I've confirmed the appearance of the Holy Grail. It seems it was never used in the last battle. This magical energy is as powerful as that of a demon god pillar, so he really wasn't fighting at his full strength before. Guess he actually means business this time then. Master, please, win! Sorry, Master, but it looks like you'll be dying 3 minutes sooner than I expected. I trust you have no regrets, seeing as you're the one who chose this course of action. There's no way in fuck that whole development took 2 minutes. Time doesn't make sense in the Nasuverse. There's no way I'm giving up. Then have at you! Hiya! Imagine Dragon! Thank you. I see a big fucking ghost and Moriarty. Shit. I wonder which one is more troublesome. I do not know, but I should take use of my class advantage for sure. Then again, Skyhawk is really good at slaying ghosts, right? Am I right? You seem to be an undead. Let's do it. If you're not an undead, fuck this game, but I'm pretty sure you're an undead.
お任せ夢のように片付けよう
行くぞ。
お望みのままに
It has NP drain. Oh no. Kill the ghost!
差し受け
Die, Rick!
リボルクオルタラティブ。
Oh, that took a lot of HP. I broke you instantly.
だだたわいないマダンよ
Kill the ghost.
そなかあ遅い。力を示せ。ロスカサハニ。
たわいない
Mr. You guarded that, you son of a bitch. I don't like you. What are you doing? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Thank you, honorable judge. Thank you very much.
どうか
I am honored to have your support.
さあ世界崩壊まであとわずか私も少々それに加担カタストロフクライム破壊だ
Well, that was a good charge to the noble phantasm, that's for sure. Batman Moriarty? Say what? So this will probably hurt the ghost though. Oh good, so I did have to do this in order to kill him. I don't feel so bad then. If it was necessary. Bye-bye, ghost.
破壊だ
Now, since I understand how your NP works, I'm gonna switch out Amashu. Amashu is gonna say, "Hey, listen! Look at me!"
シールドエフェクト発揮します。シールドエフェクト発揮します。ステータス頑張ります。
王の話をするとしよう。
そうか。
星の宇宙に物見の歌楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の見通りガーデン・オブ・アバロン。どうかな
And if he doesn't go for Mashu, I'd be pissed. You are such a dumbass. Weird seeing Moriarty just launching rockets and shit. Yeah, like, what is Mashu doing to get their attention? I don't know, if somebody flashed you, I wouldn't, like, attack them, though. Skahak shall always be my favorite lancer. My supreme Shisho. For I love her. I have not seen Tiamat in Shin Megami Tensei. I should look that shit up. That sounds intriguing. Wonder who's gonna attack. What's going to do? Oh, poor Mashu. I wonder if she'll survive this. Nah, she can survive that. Not even her own defense up Noble Phantasm could do jack shit against the Noble Phantasm. Ay ay ay. Do it now, live reaction? What are you talking about? Well, look at you, Shiki. You just popped out with a Noble Phantasm. Oh, because of Merlin. Duh. Da 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 da. Better get Scotty when she comes out in NA. Yeah, of course. Final health bar, douchebag. Aww. You weren't supposed to do that. Nope, fuck you. It was about a 50-50 chance he was gonna do that, and now that I know he's going to, I'm not gonna take that shit. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. Especially when I have every ability to fix that. Oh, we're getting a special buff due to all the, I am scum. Call me scum all you want. See, look at that little turd. There was no way of knowing he would do that. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Bye-bye, douchebag! It's not like I would have lost or anything. Either way, I had plenty of support in back. Waver was still chilling back there. Yeah, go for it, Momiji. I can't believe you overpowered me in this state. But I haven't lost yet. Holy Grail, give me all your strength. A second wave? We won't survive another one. Now is the time. Indeed it is. Sarah, I believe you already know what it is you have to say. Those words are nothing less than our noble phantasm. Now, Master of Chaldea, say it! What the fuck am I gonna say? Whoa. James Moriarty! You were the culprit behind this. Wow. That's your plan? Yes, you're correct. I was the mastermind behind this whole incident. I am the culprit. The power, it's leaving me. And all because my culpability was proven. Now I see. Since I never left any evidence of my crimes behind, I was never once named as the culprit. So I didn't know at the moment I was that the moment I was unmasked, the moment I lost to the detectives, would weaken me like this. Still, it's strange. Even with the power of so many great detectives on your side, I should have been able to defeat you. Every calculation, every analysis bore that out. Magical energy, tactics, weapons. I should have been your superior in every aspect. So then why? Why did I still lose? Why? Don't you get it? Huh? No, I don't. Are you telling me you do, Master? Moriarty, your flaw was to assume that the Nasuverse actually made sense. That you could calculate anything in this hellish world. Ha! The only thing that we can know true here is that waifu are great. It is the only certainty. I think I get it too. Then please, do enlighten me. I cannot die without knowing. Tell me, why did I lose? Please tell him, Master. Think about it. My brain, it hurts. Why? Type Moon, why? 'Cause you're a good guy. So that's it. I thought I was fighting at full strength, but this is what was eating away at me all this time. It's the time I spent with all of you before regaining my memory. Now I see. If I had erased those memories, I would no longer have anyone I care about for the bullet to hit. So I couldn't get rid of them. But I know myself well. Even with them, I knew I would return to evil once my old memories came back. Even if I had someone I cared about, I was sure I could cast them aside. That is what I thought, and yet... Thank you, I understand now. No wonder I lost. I understand evil well. I know the endless charm it holds. But I had never once experienced being on the side of justice. Now I have. I feel strange, it's perplexing. And I'll be damned if it doesn't feel better than I thought. Yes, I see it now. My failure was inevitable. Archer, look. Seems like something happened to the bullet. Guess we're just dealing with a regular meteor now. I'll smash it, but it'll take everything I've got. You can clean up the mess. Fallen King or not, you should still have no trouble sweeping up a bunch of stardust, right? You smash it? That's quite the proclamation. Can you really accomplish that with your little spells? You bet I can. I may not be a great spellcaster, but that sort of thing's right up my alley. I'll use my reality marble. Usually I slip this thing designed to turn whole worlds upside down into an opponent's body. If we're talking about fragmenting a meteor hell-bent on destroying Earth, it ought to do the trick. Don't mess up. Relax. Once a mercenary takes on a job, they make sure to see it through to the end. I am the bone of my sword. It's no good, we can't ray shift her. 10 seconds until Bennu makes impact. Come on, servants. You're the only ones left who can save that world. Unlimited Lost Works. Did he do it? He did. He did it, right? No, not yet. Even the fragments are enough to obliterate Shinjuku, and there are so many. Wait, he did it, I'm sure of it, can't you see? I can. To swat a bullet from the sky, one needs a divine construct that stands above all other sacred swords. Even if the one who wields that sword is consumed by darkness. Vortigern, Hammer of the Vile King, reverse the rising sun. As long as Master is here, that light will never. Swallow the light. Excalibur Morgan! I like to take pictures of these CGs in case I use them for lores. Bennu is completely destroyed. Shinjuku's environmental parameters have returned to normal. Sarah can ray shift home at any time. Master, we did it! Yeah! Oh well, it seems both our dreams have been quite thoroughly crushed. Sorry, Bael. We were both one step away from fulfilling our goals, and yet, ironically, we are fulfilled now. At any rate, this may not mean much now that I've lost, but I'm sorry, Master. I hurt you over and over again. I twisted your integrity and your devotion to my own purposes, and used your naivete as a trap. But at least believe this. Those moments, those times we spent in the roost, those times we fought together, they were fucking brilliant, weren't they? Though that justice may have been embedded in me. At the time, I believed in it wholeheartedly. However, that is not who I am now. So just think of me as a terrorist who merely happens to look like him. I'll do that. Good. He was a good person back then, at least I think he was. Great detectives, let me just say to you from the bottom of my heart, go to hell! Next time I'll make sure you cannot possibly finger me as the culprit. Even though I like being fingered, I'll come up with a crime so perfect you'll never be able to pin it to me. Thank you for the kind words, now farewell. There is nothing like science, there truly is nothing like science, is there? I heartily concur. I say though, aren't you stealing my lines? Well, we are both professors. Don't worry, you have your own personalities. I can't believe they even summoned a gaudy old geezer like me. Thanks for that. Very well then, I believe I shall take my leave as well. Goodbye, everyone. And Moriarty, I hope you find happiness in your future. What was that supposed to mean? Was it sarcasm? I think he meant you may be summoned as a servant? That could definitely happen, even though you tried to kill me. No, I couldn't. Although I do feel my position may be somewhat tenuous as I try to refute the notion. I hope you get summoned. I don't want to be bothered with anything troublesome like this again. If another servant shows up, it'll mean one less role for me. I see, then I suppose there's only one thing to be done. Make sure you entertain me after I've been summoned. I will, I promise. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, there's no need to promise, just keep it in mind. Alright then, au revoir! For a guy who took a ton of damage and was on the brink of death, he sure went out on a cheerful note. Perhaps he was just trying to save face. Imagine he thought he was doing us a favor by not suspecting us to be a sappy... by not subjecting us to a sappy farewell. You think? I think he just wanted to see the look on Master's face. That too is eminently possible. Now then, I believe we had best be on our way as well. Right you are, Shakespeare. I have deadlines to meet after all. And only 28 days this month to meet them. Perhaps I should stay here a bit longer and do some research. Don't be a fool. We've already started disappearing. If I go, I'm taking you with me. Coward! I've done what I was asked to do. I suppose I too had better be on my way. Come to think of it, who asked you? Never mind what servant Shakespeare is like. As a playwright, he must sure have a lot of fans. I was taken aback to see how much worse things were than I had imagined, but... having saved the world or not, it looks like you've still got a long road ahead of you. In which case... Call me... Call me... Precisely. Remember this well, my accomplice. Punishment, deserving or otherwise, is always a given. But you will never succumb to it. All you need do is call my name. Do that and I'll be at your side in a moment's notice. Finally, I can hear myself think again. Yeesh. I'm glad you're alive. Could you not say weird things like we just saw? Could you not say weird things like that, just as we're about to say goodbye? Servants are supposed to die. That's how we're made. If you really grieved for us, you'd be holding funerals like every day. I'd agree with that. Master of Chaldea, you're a little too good for your own good, if you know what I mean. Hey, jerk! We're still talking, don't butt in! Ugh! So what happened to that stupid king, anyway? Is it too much to hope she got squished by the meteor? If you mean the King of Knights, she said she had somewhere she wanted to visit before she disappeared. Last I saw her, she was riding off on Curiosur Alter. She said she wasn't going to say goodbye, because we'd see each other again. Somewhere to visit? Ah, the dog. I hope we do get to see her again. This is why I can't stand her. For a king, her manners freaking suck. You sure are one to talk about manners, country girl. Don't lump me in with you lot. Fine, in that case, I'll see myself out. Oh, and Master of Chaldea, your leadership wasn't half bad. The next time I'm summoned, I'll lend you a hand if we're not enemies. For a price, of course. In other words, he's just another mercenary. Ah, well, at least he didn't name a price. Ray shift preparations are complete. Master, are you ready to... Yeah! Mashu? Don't worry, it's just me. What's with that look? Ugh. Come on, stand up straight. Shoulders back. There, that's it. Oh boy! Okay, Master. Now, dance. Oh! Dance? Yes! Dance! Dance! Now come on! I guess that would be D-A-N-C-E, dance! Now come on! I want to do that thing you did with the stupid king before fighting the assassin. It's not fair that she got to and I didn't. Or are you too good to dance with a girl from the country? You're not? Then go on, lead. You're so inconsiderate. And aren't you kind of close? You better not be smelling my breath, you weirdo. This is normal in dancing? Well, okay then. Doodle-it, doodle-it. You like it. Good. Now she and I are even. Take that, ice bitch queen. Did I only dance to get back at her? No, you idiot. I danced because I wanted to. What's with the grin? I'll burn you. You see if I don't. Okay, that should do it. I'm satisfied now. Besides, I'm already disappearing. Alright, I guess this is it. I'll try to practice a little more before I see you again. So you'd better do the same. I'll be sure to practice with Salter. Oof. I like this. This is fun. This is my favorite singularity so far. Welcome back, Master. That was quite the ordeal, wasn't it, Sarah? There's a lot I'd like to discuss, but first, I think you've earned a hot shower and a good rest. Senpai, when the connection cut off suddenly a little while ago, did something happen then? Oh yeah. We were fucking. Too bad she disappeared, right as I bust a nut. Just kidding. Did something happen then? Not telling! Oh, come on, Senpai, please tell me. I can tell you while we share a shower together. Okay, that should take care of that rather sudden. Well, what the hell? That's a weird thing to call it. That should take care of that rather sudden analyze lost order. Good work, everyone. Thank goodness. Now then, care to tell me what brings you here? Well, I did just suffer a crushing defeat. At the hands of my nemesis, no less. So I thought I would stay here a while and reflect on my missteps, if that's alright with you. My spirit origin values were already so low after numerous ray shifts. that I wasn't much use in battle. But this latest bout of damage was so severe that I'd be nothing more than a burden now. For the time being, I need to be more of an armchair detective. So, you have something you want to investigate? Sure thing. I'll go ahead and issue a permit. Precisely, I knew Leonardo da Vinci would understand right away. Oh, and I also have some news to share. When Moriarty absorbed me, I used him to make off with some information. It turns out he and Bael had quite a lot to discuss. In particular, there's one thing of crucial importance. There are still living demon god pillars. Go on. 3 of them to be precise, but I'm afraid I know neither their names nor the time periods in which they exist. They only survived that battle by giving up and running for their lives. Although there are only 3 of them, they are not united in the goal of incinerating humanity. Rather, they each have their own desires, and are hiding out in this world in different times. That would mean... Indeed, both the incineration of humanity and the Shinjuku Phantom incident cases have been solved. However, there are still riddles in this world that have yet to be solved. And furthermore, there's one other thing that's nagging at me. What's that? On second thought, I'd better save that for a later point. For dramatic value, of course. So this is what it feels like when someone pulls that on you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now then, I'd better get back down to business. Perhaps I'll even have you help you falsify your data if the mood falsify your data if the mood takes me. I do specialize in mixing truth with lies to logical ends, after all. Kenshin, come here, boy. You know, from an objective perspective, we geniuses are kind of infuriating, aren't we? Yup. What's with the cold stares? Cool. This is the last time I can feed you. I'm afraid I have to be going now. I doubt we'll ever see each other again, but don't feel sad. You're free now, Cavald II. You can live out your days as a stray, or choose a new owner. Whatever you decide, I'm certain you'll be fine. Thank you for standing guard all this time. Now go. Don't look back. Go! Aww. A lone white dog runs through a Shinjuku in chaos. Someone tries to catch it, but soon gives up. For reasons unknown, Shinjuku is once again becoming part of our world. The strange things that inhabit it should disappear in time. Magecraft, demonic beasts, moving marionettes, giant walls, all of it will be driven away to the far corners of the world. And... okay. The world is changing, and some will inevitably be... and some will inevitably be left. Jeez, that's a hard thing to say for me right now. And some will inevitably be left behind by that change. The white dog howled with all its might, the sound reverberating far throughout the city. Not a howl of grief, nor of anger, but simply as its heart willed. It tipped back its head and howled once more. I beat Shinjuku. I beat Shinjuku. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Give me my grail, bitch. Give it to me now. I got a grail. Wonderful. And now I have to grind. I have bullshit to grind. Lots of Saint Quartz. Thankfully it's smaller. It could be way worse. Dicks out for Caval II. Not dicks out for the dog. Just love the dog. The doggy is sweet. Oh, so sweet. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to OtakuDaiKun for more anime lists, reviews, discussions, lore videos, let's plays, and the Holy Waifu Wars. I'm getting good at saying that. We've got the lore of Edmond Dantes out. Next is probably going to either be the lore that I was telling you about, Orleans, or, due to popular request and my newfound love for Saber Alter, a Jean Alter and Salter lore. So that is going to be very fun. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.